loves, happy Friday. It is 9:40 right now. I'm getting some work done. I'm working on finishing up a proposal and like cost breakdown for a client that I'm hoping to send over today. I'm also working on a logo design, and in about an hour I am streaming for our third day of the subathon. We're gonna be playing Stardew today and I'm really looking forward to it. I have a super exciting evening. This evening I am going to a Twitch meetup and we're making terrariums today, which is so cool. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. Can't believe it's already the end of the week. This week has flown by. I feel really good. I feel like I'm back on track with everything and have a good plan for things. I just feel really good about everything, which is just super exciting. Tomorrow I have a friend's like art pop-up that I'm going to at noon tomorrow in Washington Square Park. I think I'm gonna make a morning out of it, maybe go like get a bagel and go hang out for a bit. And then after that I'm streaming, and then Sunday I have a studio session with a client of mine and I'm doing like a bunch of recording for them for like 4 or 5 hours on Sunday. And then Monday I have a whole studio shoot with another client. So busy next few days, but I'm just again feeling so good and fulfilled. I was honestly feeling a little discouraged for a bit. I don't know if I talked about this. I was talking about it on stream, but I was talking a lot about like a basically sunk cost fallacy and like how I've been feeling about social media. I find long form content to be so fulfilling, like Twitch and YouTube and anything that really makes me feel like I'm making an impact and connecting with people. Sometimes in short videos I feel like I can't really get to like the grit of like what my art actually is and who I am, but it's obviously so necessary to like growing a platform like YouTube. I just hit 600 subs like last night and that's all thanks to shorts. So it's obviously something that is so necessary, but I like to balance it with long form content because that's really where I feel at my best. But I was just talking the other day about how unfulfilling Instagram has felt for like a very long time, but I had looked back at like milestones because I have like a milestones highlight on my Instagram. I hit 2,800 followers 2 years ago. And I'm like at just over 3,000 right now. And I've been posting consistently for every week for a very long time. And I'm sure there are things I'm not doing right. I'm sure there's other things that I need to like be practicing more, different style hooks, different caption engagement. I know there are things I could be doing better. However, I feel like I'm sometimes screaming into a void and reaching no one new, which obviously I'm so happy and grateful to like interact with the audience I already have. But I've been thinking about like how much energy I've been pouring into that platform with no real reward, and I kind of want to start taking other platforms a little more seriously and kind of engage more on other platforms. So I've always posted pretty much the same content to TikTok and YouTube that I post on Instagram, but I'm going to like post to TikTok first now and kind of prioritize that platform a little bit more because that platform I consistently grow every single day. So I'm just kind of reevaluating certain things and making sure I'm doing things that are the best for me and my business and like time investments and all of that. This is really getting into the nitty-gritty, but this is things I think about, and I'm trying to find ways to make short form videos that I enjoy, and I'm really finding my groove with that as well, which is great. I don't know, I'm just like evaluating things and trying to figure out like what my best system is, especially as I work with other clients that I'm helping them do this and seeing like how I can be doing better as my own. I feel like it's sometimes so helpful to get another perspective, which is why I find what I do to be really valuable for other artists. And honestly, like sometimes I feel like I need to hire someone else to help me because I feel like when you are so intertwined with what you do, sometimes it's hard to see what you're doing wrong and hard to see what you can improve and like hard to see like what's missing. Because I know myself so well and know my art so well, I think sometimes I don't do super great with communicating the value or communicating certain things because it's all in my head and it's all there for me, but it's not for other people. So long-winded, but these are just things I've been thinking about lately, and I feel really like set on a track and like motivated for the next few months. I have a ton of plans ready and feel like I'm really consistently making videos again, which is great. I don't know, this is kind of a nitty-gritty and like look into running a business this week, but I feel like it's important to talk about. And again, I am so grateful to get to do what I do, and I'm just really trying to make sure this is something that can be long term and something that I am doing correctly. Anyways, I have an hour until I am going to stream. I'm gonna try to finish up this proposal so I can send that over and then go from there. Okay, hi. Yesterday was such an amazing day. I had so much fun at the meetup. We made a gorgeous terrarium. I ended up buying a kit to make a Turkish lamp, which we're gonna make that on stream at some point, which I'm really excited for. It is 3 p.m. on Saturday. I've just been hanging out. I got a lot of work done today, ran errands and all of that, and I stream in like an hour and a half, and we're doing a sleepover stream today, which I'm so excited for. Right now, I'm going to spend a little time decorating my room, putting up more prints and stuff that I've been neglecting putting up, so I want to do that now. Just spend like 20 minutes doing that so I can get some more stuff up on the walls, especially over by my desk, and just kind of figure out what else I want to put up, so let's do it. Hello my friends, happy Tuesday. I don't know how much I've vlogged this week, if at all yet. I had a really busy couple days. Sunday I had a studio shoot with an artist, and then Monday I had another studio shoot, so 2 full days of shooting and lots of stuff, lots of work. It was really productive, really great. Today I feel like I'm getting into the swing of like my business stuff and just kind of getting on track for the week. I have some client things I've been working on, a logo, I have some stuff to work on for the gallery, and then I'm about to start painting, and then I have a meeting at 1, and then a stream later where we're gonna work on paintings for the upcoming show I'm in a couple weeks. So, busy day, really excited, want to get my hands dirty and get some painting done because I feel like I haven't been painting much, and I really, again, want to make that a priority. So I'm gonna do some painting and then probably hop back on the computer and get some more computer work done, and then prep for my meeting. Hi, so it is 2 now. I just got off a meeting. I'm streaming in an hour. I think I'm gonna run to the art supply store because I want to get a portfolio to house my paintings on paper. A, just so that they're protected, and B, so that I can show them to clients, and also like for things that aren't gonna be on the walls in the gallery in my show I'm in. I'd like to just have them to display in like a portfolio. So I found one there that I think is the right size, but I didn't know for sure because like this is a larger paper than like a typical 9x12 sheet of paper. So I just want to make sure it fits. So I'm actually going to go bring it now, and I think I need some blue painter's tape anyways, and we're making a bunch of these today, so I want to make sure I have the right supplies. So I'm gonna head there now, get some fresh air, and go from there. Hi, I'm back from the art supply store. Had a little bit of a hiccup when I got home. Oh my god, I just poured basically boiling water on my hand. It's like fine, it's already, the redness is going away. It just stings a little bit, so I'm trying to like calm down and like let it relax a little bit before I start stream. Oh my god, that was literally the dumbest thing ever. I can't believe I just did that. Anyways, a successful art supply trip. I went to the store and got a portfolio so that I can put my paintings on paper in this portfolio. They're protected, you can flip through them and see all of them. I also got a little one for my postcards. I'm also planning to start doing painted postcards, so I thought they could all go in here, which I thought would be a really fun little thing. And then I just got more sponges, and I got some blue tape since I'm running out. I've been rinsing my sponges less because I haven't wanted to damage pipes or whatever. I just haven't like felt comfortable, like, because I've noticed stuff doesn't drain as well, so I just don't want to like risk adding to that. So I've just been using my sponge and letting it dry. I'm trying to figure out a better system, but that's what I've been doing so far. So just whenever I'm over there, I always buy some more sponges. But now I have these portfolios. I'm gonna get all of my paintings on paper out and put them in here. Some of them are packaged like in their sleeves, but I think I'm just gonna take them out, and it would be nice to have them all in here, and then if something sells, I'll put it in the sleeve. That way I like don't have things just lying around in that packaging. I could use it for other things if something else sells. And just that way I can see all of them in here, and then I can choose and curate which ones I actually am going to put up in the show coming up. So that is the plan. I'm gonna do that for a bit and just kind of keep calming down and then get ready for stream. And we're gonna work on a bunch of pieces of paper. Hand is already feeling so much better. Thankfully nothing bad, but cool. friends, happy Friday. I don't know the last time I vlogged, but yesterday I had the most amazing day. Had a slow day in the morning. It was gloomy and I was just kind of feeling unmotivated and kind of like I needed a day off. But then after stream in the evening, I went gallery hopping with this collective with friends of mine and it was amazing. I like met a bunch of people, talked to a bunch of people, and then like met new people from this group, and then after we went to a jazz club and it was just so much fun. It was so fulfilling and something I really needed and something I want to prioritize. Like this is going to be a weekly thing because we were like talking about how isolating working from home and being an artist can be and how important it is to talk to people, and I feel so energized when I talk to people and like especially in person. So this is something I want to prioritize like a few days a week, honestly. It was amazing. I'm so grateful. It was awesome. But it is 8:40. I feel like the morning's getting away from me. I let myself sleep in a little bit. But it is 8:40. I have to leave here around like 1:15 for a meeting with a client of mine, and then I have the gallery. So it's gonna be a fun day. I can't wait. It's gonna be really great. There's an opening at the gallery tonight that I will be working, and so yeah, it's gonna be a great day. Tomorrow I'm getting lunch with a friend and then working the gallery, so it's gonna be a fun weekend. I can't wait. I'm gonna drink my matcha, make my breakfast, and then get dressed because I'm streaming in an hour and 20 minutes, and we're gonna work on some paintings on paper for my upcoming show. So excited. Hi my friends. I feel like every single vlog clip is just me sitting in this chair. I swear I live a life outside of this room sometimes. Happy Tuesday. It is like noonish. I'm cooking lunch right now. I feel like I've done a horrible job at vlogging, and again, I think a lot of it is just like I sit at my desk for most of the day and I'm trying to figure out how to portray that story and portray my life. But I'm cooking lunch right now. My energy has been so off the past few days, and I don't know if it's like I'm fighting a cold. My roommate had a cold and I never got sick, thankfully, but I feel like I'm just like my immune system is processing that. So my energy has just been like a little off the past few days. Like the weather's changing. There's just so many different things, I think, all adding up to whatever this is. But it's Tuesday. We have a busy week. I had a meeting this morning and I've just been doing some tasks on my business that really needed to get done, which felt really good. And this afternoon we're painting and working on more paintings on paper for my upcoming show next week, which it's crazy that it's next week now. And this week I have work at the gallery for 3 days, Thursday through Saturday, which is new for me, so that's exciting. I have plans with friends. I'm getting dinner tonight with a friend, bagels on Friday, going gallery hopping on Thursday, have a party on Saturday. So a busy week, but I'm very excited for it. There's a lot I've been thinking about lately, and I've been writing about these things in Patreon posts, which you should join my Patreon, patreon.com/livetaiart. But I've been thinking a lot, like literally school started yesterday for like college and primary school and whatever, and it's my first time in 16 years not going back to school, which is a very wild thing. And I feel like I'm feeling that energy of like the anticipation of going back to school, and I always kind of get a little low around this time, but I don't actually have to go back to school, and I feel like my body and my brain are gonna have to like rewire around this time frame and be like, oh no, you stay here. And I feel like it's also creating this very real realization in my brain, like that I'm processing, that I obviously already knew, but I think my body is trying to process it, is that like I don't have to go back to school. This is my life. This is my business. This is my full-time thing now, which is so cool. And I'm really grateful to get to do it. And something I was actually like processing today through a Patreon post was about how I feel like I'm still in the mindset of like the priorities I had in school, which was like obviously design is first and top, then business, then painting type of stuff, because design was like my major and like what responsibilities I had in school. And now I think I'm trying to like reset and reprogram that to bring painting to the top and like hand in hand with my business, you know? Like painting is a huge part of my business, and I'm really trying to sell more paintings and get in more shows and do a residency and like really consistently start selling my work. And in order to do that, I need to make it a priority. And August has been a really slow month for my design business, which is kind of to be expected. It's August, everyone's on summer vacation and whatever, and like new projects aren't entirely a priority. And so that was a very new experience for me. It was a little concerning, but I also have prepared for these slow months, you know? And I wish overall in this month I'd prioritized my art business a little bit more because of like the slow design stuff. And I think I kind of saw the slowness too much and like put too much pressure on the design business and like the design clients like I need, and didn't do enough art. So learning a lot of lessons. I really am. But again, main thing is I really want to prioritize painting more. Sunday I took the day off and just like painted, and it was amazing. And this morning before I even made my matcha, I painted. This afternoon I'm gonna paint. Tomorrow morning I literally have it in my calendar that I'm gonna work on the commission. So I'm just really trying to prioritize painting and get the painting business back up, which I think will be better in the fall. So lots of thoughts. And again, it's like, I don't entirely know how much to talk about things or how much to share, and like, I don't know, but this is my life, and I feel like I don't have so much to show camera wise in terms of like, I'm just kind of sitting at my desk working on things. So I think a lot of things is just like, I want to talk with you guys. So I hope that's okay. And I'm really excited for this week, and I will take you along as much as I can. But overall, just really grateful and just trying to figure out post-grad life, you know? Okay, hi. I just finished lunch. It was delicious. I had ice cream too, a little treat. But I have a ton of mail to send out that I've just been waiting for the postage stamps to arrive, because I went to the post office, there was a line nearly out the door, and I was like, this is not happening. So then I ordered some online, and then they were 3 days late, whatever. So they were finally delivered like last night, I just didn't realize. So I'm gonna go grab them and just put the stamps on downstairs and then take them to the mailbox, find a mailbox down the street. And then I'm streaming in like an hour-ish, so I wanna get one more thing done before I stream. Not sure what that's gonna be yet. This is another big thing, is like figuring out what task to do, because I have so many things constantly on my to-do list, like editing YouTube and updating my website and all of this. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. There's a painting I made last month that I'm going to do a little fundraising with, like kind of like help donate to a cause. So I'm actually going to do that and maybe launch it in time for stream so I can promote it on stream. So I'm gonna do that, still kind of balancing everything, but yeah, I'm gonna go on an adventure to send out this post. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is 10 a.m. I have a meeting in an hour. I'm all ready and ready for the day, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit done on this commission right now. I wanna work through this part because it doesn't fully feel fleshed out. So we're gonna work on this part a little bit, maybe work back in on the red. Drips is coming up soon, and I want to have a better tarp system for it before I really go into the drips. I'm actually thinking of just ordering a rug to cover most of the floor in here and then doing a tarp over it when I'm doing like heavy painting. Just because like I feel like the vibes of a rug would be so nice in here, not just a tarp, like not just covering my entire floor with tarp. I am looking at rugs right now, just gotta pull the trigger. So I like don't entirely feel comfortable like doing all the drips yet, like without a good tarp. I do have this tarp that I bought that had footprints on it and then never returned because they were supposed to do it for me, and then it just never happened. So I could also just put that down and use that. So we'll see, but I'm gonna paint for a little bit, listen to Interstellar, just kind of drop in a bit, and then I have a meeting in an hour with a client, and then I'm streaming later at 3, but I'm really hoping to get some painting done. Now that I'm like talking, I have like so many things I want to talk about. I just ordered a new set of prints for this like charity print thing we're doing with the painting I did for my Camp Chaos session. So I just ordered prints for that, and I'm hoping they'll come by next week so we could do a launch for that. 10% of the profits from the prints will be donated to a like experience camps that helps grieving kids, which is very cool, and I'm very excited to do that. Yeah, it's just like a lot of like random like things going on. I mean, this whole tariff situation that's going on with shipping, like obviously I'm in the US, so it doesn't impact my exports too much except for retaliatory tariffs, but I'm just like watching that very closely. Like the actual thing goes in effect in 2 days, but no one really knows what's going on, so that's been very stressful. And then I'm also kind of considering things with my shop lately. I am on Squarespace. I love Squarespace. I love them so much. But I've been having some issues with like shipping, losing a lot of money on shipping, because I basically have to individually calculate and input rates for every single country, for every single item. And it's a lot. And I'm like, I lose a bit of money on shipping like every single time international, and like international is the majority of my customer base. So I'm looking into Shopify and other alternatives right now just because I'm having so much trouble, but I love my website so much. So just random things. Yesterday we made 14 sales, which is absolutely amazing. Really grateful. So a lot of merch sold, a lot of like little things in the shop sold, and so getting that stuff organized and all of that, but I'm so grateful, and that like was a really good push for the end of the month. 14 sales is incredible. I think we're close to like, I think it's 22 in the month, which is amazing. So feeling really good and really grateful, and it's definitely inspiring me to close out this month and in a positive way, and I'm excited for what next month holds. But okay, I'm yapping too much. I need to paint. Hello my friends, happy Wednesday. It is 1 p.m. I've had a great day so far. I started off my morning painting again, which was lovely, and then I worked on a commission as well, so a double painting morning. It was great. The commission is coming along so well. I think I checked in actually this morning when I was about to start the commission. It looks amazing. Like, genuinely, oh, it was like in the messy middle stage like when I started today, and then it's like gorgeous. It like makes me want to cry. I did cry making it multiple times now, but this session. Anyways, it is 1. I'm streaming in 2 hours and I want to get some work done before then. I'm kind of getting distracted sitting at my desk setup, so I'm going to pretend I'm at a cafe. I was going to go to a cafe, but I'm going out a bunch like later on this week, so I want to save money up until then. So I'm going to treat my apartment like a cafe, go sit in the dining room, grab my laptop, and just kind of get some work done. I want to work on drafting up some captions for posts I'm going to post over the next couple weeks, as well as getting some more Twitch clips for promoting my Twitch streams, and just kind of do all of that stuff. And the nice thing is I can record voiceovers here, so I'm gonna get some work done, get some like uninterrupted work done. Oh, I also had a meeting today. That went really well, so lots of good things lining up. I'm feeling really grateful and really fulfilled. I've honestly been really critical of myself lately, and I'm working on just like lightening that and being kinder to myself and just like getting myself out of these negative thoughts. Today I did some affirmations and literally like feel lighter already. Like I feel like my energy is better already, and so I really want to be more intentional about the way I treat myself and kind of all of that, because I am so immensely critical of myself. It's honestly probably my biggest fault is how critical of myself I am. So I'm working on it and I already feel so much better. So, oh, also random update on the tarp, because I think I was talking about that earlier. I got a refund for it, even though I didn't return it. So now I'm gonna get it cleaned. I also still want to order that carpet. So yeah, good day. Really great day. And I'm really looking forward to stream later. We're gonna play Cult of the Lamb, and then I'm playing Peak with my friend Strappy, which I'm really excited for. So it's gonna be a great day. So I just got a shipment of canvas in. I got 14 canvas or something like that. I got 2 packs of 16 by 20s, 18 by 24, and 2 12 by 12s, but one of them came ripped. So I need to figure out how to get a return for that, because that is not usable. Also, an amazing friend of mine got me this little storage that was originally supposed to be for bead storage, but it didn't really fit beads properly. So I'm actually gonna use it for postcard storage, which is perfect because this is all postcards. They've just been loose in this, and then whenever I need to find something, I have to sort through a bunch of them, so now they can be organized. So I'm gonna try to work on that a bit today. But I have a busy day. I'm leaving, or I have a call in like 40 minutes with a client, and then basically right after that I'm leaving, and I'm gonna drop some stuff off at my shipping place, check to see if I have any packages, and then I'm meeting a friend for a bagel, and then I'm gonna have a little bit of time in between that and work, but I'm just gonna stay in Manhattan because I'm gonna be like right there. So I will probably get like a coffee and go sit in the park and read, which will be nice. And then I have the gallery sitting from 3 to 7, and then after that I have an opening that I'm going to. I took a chance on this like event that was promoted to me, so we'll see if it's worth it. I paid like $12 for the ticket, so hopefully it's worth it. And then my friend is hosting some collage night, so I might try to swing by there after. So it's gonna be a busy day, and then tomorrow I have a huge day and I'm so excited. But yeah, things are going really well. But let's see if I can get a return on this and get some more work done.